This is Jim Emter, Ahn Co, Alexandria, Minnesota, with the closing grain and livestock comments for July 10th, 2020. Well, after a string of good days, today not so good. USDA crop report really did not provide too much direction one way or the other, but the negativity of the weather models converging on a more precipitation for the eastern belt than what was forecasted yesterday is bringing a negative edge to this market and having its biggest impact on corn. Corn market on Friday down 11.5, soybeans down 9.25, Chicago wheat up 9, Minneapolis up 1/4, Kansas City down 4 3/4. On the week, we saw the corn market on the true weeklies down 2 in corn, down 1 in soybeans. Chicago wheat up 45 3/4, Minneapolis up 21 1/4, and Kansas City up 20. But that's off the July. So when we actually look at what we define as the lead contract, September on the week was down 6 1/4. Beans, August down 4. September, Chicago up 42. Minneapolis up 16, and Sep KC up 18. So we'll see how this frames into next week. Obviously, wheat finishing on a very positive traction. Corn, not so much. We took out this 347 area off the D's, which we were watching very intently. And, you know, if we get another rough close again on Monday, it just allows the focus of trying to chase this market because the party may be over. On the flip side, if we can get back above it and stabilize, it still leaves the price counts intact, but a very important trade on Monday as we come back, and much of that will be dictative of weather. This corn market standing on very shaky footing, at least for right now. Soybeans, you know, crop is made in August, September, so a lot of variability and vulnerability there that we're watching as we work ahead. But obviously a negative finish to the day on Friday, but on the week kind of a choppy tone, and we'll see if beans can't firm back up. They did stay above the 885 mark. We were watching very closely, and we'll see if we can't follow through again next week. As we said, the wheat market's very positive to finish. Live cattle up 75, feeder cattle up 122.5, hog market up 12.5 to down 35. On the week, we saw cattle up 60, feeder cattle up 87.5, and the hog market up 125 off the July, up 67.5 August. Hogs pretty much flat in the cash market, still around that 45 mark. Cutouts kind of wishy-washy. Exports were softish. So again, just more of a miss there this week. We tried to accelerate towards the end, but just couldn't kind of finish the job here. So we're kind of caught right up against this gap action here. As for cattle, we see cash and futures divergent around this $100 mark, encouraging to see. Dress trade, we'll see if we can't firm up there as well. But overall, the tone, you know, is we need good demand and we need kind of a positive technical action. We'll see if we can't break out these feeder cattle, live cattle charts to the top side next week. We're right up against resistance. This has been Jim Emter, Ahn Co, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results. This is a solicitation. Have a great weekend.